Zero waste to landfill. What does this even mean? The term zero waste was first used by Dr. Paul Palmer in 1973. He explained it as a system where material flow is circular, which means that the same materials can be used and reused repeatedly and nothing goes to waste. Tiffany Yang, who has been volunteering with Greenshare Recycling, a company that does zero waste events, has been volunteering with the company since 2009 and is now a volunteer coordinator. She has seen a zero waste system put into play at events for years.
To me, zero waste means that we need to start thinking before we do or buy or purchase or use anything. So everything that you use, you have to think about the life after. What's going to happen to this product, this cup you're using, this plastic disposable cup, for example. After you use it once, do you throw it away? Do you use it again? So zero waste means that you need to take care of all the actions that you're taking in your daily life and bring it together as a bigger picture so that you know what your actions and the stuff that you use and everyday things that you are using are taken care of and reuse again. Okay, so we got to think about not throwing things away and how can you use something to its maximum lifetime.
This system represents a shift from the traditional industrial mode where everything used to be considered simply trash, and the possibility of reusing trash was overlooked. It's even evident in the way we call certain materials. Waste, garbage, trash, and rubbish all symbolize that it's useless or unimportant.
I don't believe in the word garbage and trash because those are very negative words, I think, in a society now in 2017 again. It's 2017, we need to ditch some of these vocabularies.
With global warming very obviously upon us, it is increasingly crucial for people, institutions, and for governments to instill recycling into regular systematic practices. Ideally, a zero waste system can be put into play to reduce the amount of waste that goes into the landfill. One especially harmful repercussion of dumping everything into the landfill is that it produces gas, 90 to 98% of which is methane and carbon dioxide. These are harmful greenhouse gases that speed up global warming because they have a warming effect on the Earth. Also, leachate is what leaks out from under landfills into local ecosystems, and this liquid is full of harmful contaminants that can seriously harm flora, fauna, and humans. All of this damage could be going on for a long time, as plastic, for example, can take up to 1,000 years to decompose in a landfill. The good news is there are better options than throwing all of your used materials into the landfill. As an individual, you could do quite a bit to help, that's very true. You can recycle in your own home and buy and use reusable items. But we could do something a little better. Gathering people together and joining forces to tackle waste and educate people about it can make even more of a difference. Greenshare Recycling does just that. They started off simply wanting to make a difference. The owner of the company, Liliana Siegel, is extremely passionate about recycling and educating people. She really wanted to drive home the point that recycling at big festivals can make a huge difference, and she wanted volunteers to come help out to see what it's like to be part of a green movement, and perhaps even inspire their own green movements.
So volunteers are a very important part of Greenshare. It's our chance to change their life for the better. In these volunteers that they come for at the Greenshare, and I'm very proud to say that it's been actually thousands and thousands of people that have come through Greenshare and volunteer with us, for the goodness of their heart, and they come and they join this family, this community that cares, right? And that's very empowering to be about passionate people. But they come and they learn something that they bring back to their schools and to their houses and to their communities. We believe that they have changed in a positive way, and that they will bring their message out there. So that we feel that our impact, it's greater than really just the diversion numbers that we can write of the amount that we have been able. That it's huge, the amount that we have been able to divert from landfills.
Not only is Greenshare Recycling a business initiative that aims to promote zero waste events, it also acts as a hub in the community for people who are similarly passionate about sustainability to come together and put it into practice.
The fun thing is that we put the green chair t-shirt on, and it doesn't matter where we come from, what language we speak, or how old we are, what we like. We are all the same. We're all working towards the same goal, and that's very empowering. That's amazing. It's an amazing feeling of a community that is trying to do something that it's important, and we're doing it together. We're doing it with a smile.
Everyone's busy with their own lives, but if you all believe in something like to lead a zero-waste life, or to take an action, or do a rally, or even go together to do a litter picking along the beach or in your community, you kind of connect together in a different way.
Education is a keystone in creating change. If people or municipalities know why and how they should recycle, that will inspire further change, like a chain reaction.
Yeah, education is very important, and truly that's what Green Chair is all about. If I think of the possibility of how much more we can do, it's like I get excited all over again, because it's huge. It's amazing to see with your own eyes that like how the behavior of people is changing, have changed. And it was also with the municipalities started changing. So we're involved with a few municipalities around Metro Vancouver that they started building sustainability guides for their cities.
Green Chair Recycling not only inspires volunteers and event organizers, but has also influenced Metro Vancouver's sustainability guide. Education and an effective system go hand in hand. Green Chair provides events with an effective system, ensuring high diversion rates for the particular events. By displaying zero waste stations, as well as teaching volunteers to teach attendees what goes where and why the stations are there, hopefully, the city, the event itself, vendors, and individuals will catch on to the movement that promotes zero waste.
If you don't know why to do something, you'll never do it. You will never do it. But it's also the fact that if you don't have the means and the way how to do it, even if you know it, you will never do it. So it needs to be education in all sides. Solutions need to be put on place, systems, so people can do the right things, right? And then to educate them how to do it. If you have a banana peel, and you only have a garbage can, you cannot put that banana peel in a compost, right? It will not become soil, that banana peel. It will go in the garbage into the landfill. So we need to have them, people need to have the means and the way how to do it, right? So it need to exist, the system.
Waste reduction and recycling at events, it's super important because a lot of the people come from different areas in the world. And as you know, even in, say, Vancouver, the recycling is different than, say, in Surrey, or say in Burnaby or Coquitlam. And just a little difference, confuses a lot of people. So when we're educating at these events, and especially bigger events, people are learning something altogether at the same place, the same event, and they're gonna get it.
Green Chair Recycling leads a powerful movement that is quite inspiring for those working towards environmental change. They've created a community and a mindset that is passionate about sustainability and bringing together the power of people to enforce sustainable practices.
Volunteers are always welcome to come with Green Chair. We have it's just to contact us, go on the website and sign up to come one volunteer.
Companies like Green Chair Recycling usually divert at least 95% of waste from the landfill. Without an initiative like this, 100% could be possibly going to the landfill. The math is pretty simple.
It's 2017, we gotta recycle because that is the right thing to do.
The zero waste to landfill system is one of the best ways to manage waste in the modern day. It encourages reusing items or turning them into materials that can be used again. More governments and organizations should be participating in this movement in order to keep waste from piling up in landfills and creating environmental harm. Green Chair is leading an important movement that has affected individuals, the city, festivals, and more. We hope the zero waste movement can continue to expand worldwide. If you also want to get involved in the green event movement, check out Green Chair Recycling's website